guys, welcome to the February challenge. I am going to do an off mandrel heart with Boro today. So this is a super simple, quick little paperweight heart. I'm Anne, by the way, and so what you're going to need for this is, I'm using borosilicate glass because I wanted to show you guys how to use Boro. I'm using a 10 mil of clear. I have my mashers, my parallel mashers, and I have some frit. I'm going to use triple passion, I believe, but you can use whatever you happen to have. This is fine frit, so it's going to pretty much cover this whole glob of glass. I went ahead and started this because it takes a little while to get this big of a glob of glass ready. I'm going to dip it into my purple passion frit here, and it, like I say, it's a powder form, so it's going to melt in pretty quickly and pretty evenly covered the entirety of my gather here. But since I want it to be a little bit denser color than what one coating is going to give me with this, I'm going to go ahead and melt this first coating in and get it nice and molten again so I can go back in and grab another coating. Alright. Just trying to get it from all the different angles so that it's all melted in and my gather is nice and hot again so I can go in there and grab some more. Alright, so I'm just going to grab some more of this. Again, being a powder, it gives you a really nice even coating. So we're going to melt that in. I think we're just going to go 2 coatings on this one. Where the rest of our clear rod is going to be where we use to pull this off. Since this is an off mandrel, I'm not actually going to use any mandrels. I'm not going to put in any bales or anything, and this is going to be kind of on the flatter side for a heart as opposed to the puffy ones. So I've heated in all of my frit. Now I'm going to parallel mash this little guy, so I want to get it nice and hot. I'm going to make it into a lollipop. Nice and hot, go into my parallel mashers and mash down. As thin or as fat as you want it. It's not super thin, but it's not super fat. Now, put that aside, and I've got a, this is just a straight edge is what I'm aiming for with this tool. You can use a knife, a stainless steel knife. This happens to be a Carina tool that I absolutely love called the Magic Wand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat out my chill marks because they put stress on the glass, so we really don't want, even if we like the look of the concentric circles it gives, you really don't want them in your glass, finished glass, because it does add stress and makes them more likely to break. So I've heated up that one side, I got them all out. Now I'm going to heat up the other side to get the chill marks out. Okay, I've gotten the chill marks out on both sides. You can look with using your light. Nope, there's still some in there. That shows the reflection a little bit better if you have bad eyes like I currently do. Alright, so that is as good as it's going to get. Now I'm going to heat this top half of my flattened gather here so that I can make my heart bone here. So I've got it nice and hot, it's moving. I'm going to try and aim for the center, and I'm going to push down. Okay, and that gives us our nice heart shape. You can kind of see that. And then I'm going to heat that front area here and kind of give it a little bit more of a crease. I'm going to go to my back area here and do the same thing. Get a little bit more of a crease. Then I'm going to use gravity as my friend, and I'm going to make these edges, these kind of top parts of my heart, a little more rounded. So I'm heating them up, and I'm using gravity as my friend to pull them downwards. Okay, now I'm going to let that set up again, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to heat this other side. Change hands so that you can get the gravity to help you flow it in the direction you want it to flow. This is going to be a chunky heart. Okay, so I've got those on there, and now I'm going to punty up so that I can pull this bottom half down. Okay, so I've got it in a nice heart shape that I like. I'm going to get my punty. Now, since I have frit on this, I want my punty to have frit on it as well. So I'm going to heat it up. I'm going to dip it into my frit just one time and melt that in. Then I can heat up where I'm going to use to, I'm going to make kind of a cold seal, so I don't want it super hot on either one of them. But it has to be strong enough to hold this when I pull this bottom one off. So I'm heating up now the lower half where my initial 10 mil rod is still attached. I'm heating that up, going round and round, trying not to heat up the top too much because I don't want to pull that out of control. And once I think it's hot enough, we're going to go ahead and pull down. Okay, and that's helping to make my shape. Now I lost my punty, so I'm just going to punty it up again. Again, you want it kind of a cold seal. That was a nice, definitely cold seal. Came right off. Okay, maybe a little bit hotter, but not too much. Now I'm going to continue to heat kind of where I want that point to go, because I got a nice curve going on. So I'm going to pull down. Okay, so there she is. It's just a cute little paperweight, a marbly heart. And since my tool is cold, I don't want to put a cold tool on hot glass, so I'm going to go ahead and heat that up just a smidge. I'm going to pop off my cold seal, and if I have a little dimple there from where my cold seal was, I'm going to heat that up so that that goes back into the glass. Okay, now I'm going to stick this little beauty into the kiln, and that's it.